Hi friends, it's Auntie Cuckoo, and today I'm showing you how to make a beautiful tiered tray and some things to put on it, as well as how to style it. Tiered trays are so popular, but they can be so expensive. So I came up with a way to make a tiered tray for $3 or $4, depending on whether or not you want to put some feet on it. So let's get right into what you'll need to make your tiered tray. First, you'll need 2 chargers. I picked these up in the wood tone from the Dollar Tree, but you could use any color scheme you want. Next, you'll need a floral garden plastic cemetery vase. These can be found by the floral in the Dollar Tree. Now we'll need to remove this spike. For that, I grabbed my dull craft knife and a cutting board. Just taking my time and patience, turning it as I cut into it, and soon enough it popped right off. Next, I decided to warm up the color of this wood charger. For that, I just watered down some brown paint and took a paper towel to rub it on, almost like a light stain. I really like how it warmed up the color of the wood. It's much more to my liking. I took my cemetery vase outside, gave it a quick coat of flat black spray paint, and once it was dried, I brought it in to attach my tiered tray. For this, I decided to use my higher heat glue gun, adding a large amount of glue to the inside and then holding it in place to dry. Once it was fully dry and secure, it is time to attach the top of our tiered tray. So for this one, I'm using hot glue gun along the top where we cut off the spike from the cemetery vase, and then adding my plate. Be sure to hold it in place while it dries and think about whether you want to add some feet to your tiered tray. I decided to, and I'm using these napkin rings from the Dollar Tree. I gave them a quick coat of black flat spray paint to match my tray, and now we're going to attach them. I added a bit of hot glue along the inside rim of the napkin ring and then went ahead and put them in place, of course laying them out ahead of time so you know where they're gonna go. Now, if this is clumsy for you or you're afraid of getting burned, you can go ahead and use your hot glue gun and directly put a ring of glue around the inside of the napkin ring, and it will definitely melt them into place. I think the tiered tray turned out beautiful. This could be a $3 project without the feet or $4 with it. Now let me show you how to make some things to go on it, starting with some corn husk picks that we're gonna make from tamale wrappers. These are very affordable and you can find them at a lot of markets, even places like Walmart. Go ahead and bring them home. Now they smell like vinegar. I'm gonna warn you ahead of time. Go ahead and give them a good soak. I suggest at least 20 to 30 minutes. Once you've soaked them, they'll be nice and soft and easy to work with. Go ahead and shred as many as you want to make your picks. Now go ahead and grab a wooden skewer and arrange your tamale wrappers around it. Then you can use some floral wire, some twine, or both to secure it to your wooden skewer. And now is the fun part, pulling apart all of your corn husks to shred them and make it look a lot more like an intentional pick than tamale wrappers on a stick. And now I'm going to show you a few hacks on how to make different things using them. If you want to make some smaller picks, just go ahead and fold your pieces in half. Stick a stick or skewer down the center and use again some twine or floral wire to secure it to your stick. Be sure to cut off any extra twine and go ahead and do the same process of shredding your corn husk. You can pull them into place if they happen to slide down, and you can use these for so many different projects. They would even make a cute little broom. Let me show you some ones that I made last year. They preserve really well in just a plastic bag. You could even take a bundle of them and put them in a small pot. These are little pots that I picked up at the Dollar Tree and just painted black. And depending on how many picks you make, you can even do a huge bundle like this and again add it to a little pot for an adorable addition to your tiered tray. Now if you don't have any Dollar Tree pots hanging around, you can always just make a mini standing corn husk by tying it in the center with some twine. I think these are all adorable. They literally cost pennies to make. They're quite addicting. Once you've made one, you're gonna wanna make more. But now let's move on to our next addition to our tiered tray. This is a large corn husk acorn that we're going to use a large Easter egg left over from my grab boxes at Michael's. So for this, I decided to give it a quick coat of a creamy or white paint so that the blue does not show through when we attach our corn husk. Once your paint has dried, you can go ahead and use your hot glue gun to attach your corn husk on your egg. Just use the more narrow end of your corn husk onto the more narrow part of the egg, and then use some hot glue to make sure that you have a whole line to attach it going up the egg. Once all of your corn husks are attached, we're going to do a little bit of trimming. Then use your hot glue gun to go around the top just to make sure that all those corn husks are attached. And now it's time for our twine. We're going to use lots of twine, just wrapping it around and around on itself, using some hot glue to secure it at certain points to create the top of our acorn. Once you're done with your twine, go ahead and grab something for your stem. I chose to use a cinnamon stick. And speaking of cinnamon sticks, we're going to move on to our next DIY, which is also an acorn for our tiered tray. This one is a little different, and for this one we're going to use a lemon. I know a lot of you like to decorate, so you might have had some lemons out for summer. Don't pack them away just yet. Pull them out and give them a quick coat of paint. And warning, this was a total fail at first. I thought Mod Podge would be the way to go. As you can tell, it turned into a muddy mess. So take it from me, who learned the hard way. Skip the Mod Podge when attaching your ribbon or fabric to your lemon acorn, and go ahead and just use your hot glue gun. Now for the top of this one, I sent my youngest out to find me some pine cones that I quickly washed and tore apart. We're going to use the pieces from our pine cone to create the top of our acorn. Now this is definitely a messy job, so you're going to want to think ahead about where you're going to do this, but I will tell you that once it is finished, it is absolutely gorgeous. Go ahead once you've attached most of your pine cone pieces and attach your stem. Then you can go around and add any more you need. Now on to our next DIY, and I think one of the cutest. We're going to be making more acorns using some Easter eggs. This is something I've wanted to make for a while, and it's kind of a no-brainer. You pull out some Easter eggs from your decor, give them a quick coat of paint in any kind of neutral you want, and then use your hot glue gun to attach your stick. I did use a pen to go ahead and stab a hole in there, and I decided to paint a few different colors before adding the twine along the top like we did with our first acorn. And now moving on to some pumpkins, we're going to be making a large and a small one to use in our tiered tray. The first one we're going to start out with using a cutting board from the Dollar Tree. To transform it into a pumpkin, I pulled out some craft paper in orange and some Mod Podge and went to work. Once you've applied a nice even coat of your Mod Podge to your cutting board, go ahead and add your craft paper, smoothing it out as you go. Now allow time for drying before adding your top layer of Mod Podge, and now it's time for a stem. So I grabbed a stick from our yard and took out my hot glue gun, added a good amount of my high heat hot glue, and went ahead and attached my stick for my stem. Once my pumpkin was dry, I did decide to smudge a little bit of watered down brown paint in the corners. As you can see, gives it a really cute rustic look. Now let's move on to our small pumpkin, and this is something you can find in the Dollar Tree right now. I decided to pick up the black one, remove the raffia and the sticker from the back. Now I'm taking some buffalo plaid black and white scrap paper from another project to trace my pumpkin and cut it out. Then just repeat the process of using your Mod Podge to adhere your paper or whatever you choose to cover your pumpkin with, letting it dry fully before adding the top layer of Mod Podge, and again letting it dry. Now it's time to put all of our DIYs together with a few other things from the Dollar Tree to style our new tiered tray for fall.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
I'm so happy with how everything turned out, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would definitely be my large acorn made from an Easter egg. Let me know your favorite in the comments below. I hope you all enjoyed seeing how I made this easy and affordable tiered tray DIY and the many treasures to style it with. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back very soon.